Hello everyone, I am Coach Deb of the Communications Hub. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're joining my YouTube channel for the first time, tap on the subscribe button. Have you done that? Okay, thank you very much. So in today's video, I am going to be teaching the 3 prevalent causes of nervousness. 3 main causes of nervousness. There are several other causes, but in this video, I will talk about 3. Now, if you're joining us for the first time, I'll recommend that you check the previous videos so that you can catch up with the class. In the previous video, I talked about nervousness and the 10 signs. Okay, there are several signs, but I dealt with 10 of them. So going forward, I want to dig up the root causes of nervousness. I know that you've heard a lot of times people say before you speak, take deep breaths, walk about, exercise your bodies, take water, and all of those things. Now, those tips and hacks are not wrong, but they do not always work. They do not work especially if you are ignoring the root cause of nervousness. Some causes of nervousness are psychological. So those simple exercises would not address them. It is like blowing away the smoke and ignoring the fire. So today, let us unravel the fire so you know the appropriate solution. Like I told you, there is no permanent cure for nervousness. You just learn to manage it. Do not forget, strength is not an absence of weakness. It is your ability to manage your weakness so well that it doesn't show. Alright, so you learn how to manage your nervousness that it will not show. But first, let us talk about the 3 main causes of nervousness. Number 1, upbringing. Coach Deb, how does upbringing cause nervousness? It just sit back and listen. Now, some people grew up listening to things like, keep quiet, don't talk. It is not your turn to talk. Who asked you to talk? Do you even have an opinion? Now, self-esteem is not a condition that jumps on adults. It's a condition that's developed from tender ages and then you grow up with it. Okay? So, what some people grew up listening to, the kind of environments they grew up, influenced their personality and then made them feel not enough right from their tender ages. Now they are grown-ups. You always feel that your best is not enough. These are one of the things that we teach children. We help them form strong personalities right from their tender ages. We teach them about their uniqueness and also not be afraid of making mistakes. For more details about this particular training for kids, you can check our Instagram pages. So back to upbringing as a root cause of nervousness. If you experience such childhood, then you need help. Now, you need help does not mean that I'm condemning you. You need help. While some people need clinical assistance, some people only require therapies, and other people need to speak with a consultant. Because when you talk about your problems, about your challenges, it loses its hold over you. So what we see today can be a result of upbringing, the people that nurtured you, the environment you grew up. Number 2, past experiences. Now, those past experiences may be yours or something that you witnessed, something that happened to other people that you witnessed. Some people never let go of past experiences. Some people's thoughts are always full of negativity. It is wrong. It is wrong. Maybe in the first it went bad. It could go bad in several ways. If you do not move on from that experience, it will affect every speaking engagement that you get. The point of giving your speech, those experiences would be called up. The way somebody tripped and fell on the stage, the way the microphone went off and the person could not continue, or the pieces of paper in your journal scattered on the ground, the way your projector malfunctioned and you were left at the middle of the road. You expected a round of applause and just few people clapped. You know, all of those things form experiences that can affect future speaking engagement. If you do not move on from this, you keep exhibiting nervousness at a very high degree. Past experiences can be fearful. Now you need to move on from your past experience. You made a mistake yesterday. Yes, you have the chance to make it right today. So whatever you've experienced in the past, should go. If you do not let go of those experiences, they are typical causes of nervousness. You just see yourself shaking, or your voice is shaking, or your palms are sweating, or you begin to use gap fillers because you're afraid that something that happened in the past may repeat itself, or something that happened to that speaker that you laughed at may happen to you. Listen, the fact that you failed in your previous speaking engagement does not determine whether you fail or do well in the current one. The fact that they did not applaud you the way you desired in the last speaking experience does not mean that the same thing would repeat itself in the coming speaking experience. Listen, experiences do not repeat themselves unless you allow it. There are some factors that are within your control. So if it repeats itself, you allowed it. And the third point is unpreparedness. Now, this is common, very common in my estimation. It's very, very common. Or in my estimation, it is the most common root cause of nervousness. Unpreparedness will mess you up. You see, unpreparedness can be in several shades, but the bottom line is you didn't prepare to meet with the demand of the speaking engagement. Alright? Now, your preparedness should not end on the desk research. Go beyond that. The moment you hear that you're talking to a people, who are these people? What is their demographics data? Where will you be speaking? What is the event about? All of those things will form up a wholesome preparation. Don't assume things. Even if you have been teaching the same thing for 10 years, even if you have been talking about the same topic for a long time, listen, at every point where you need to talk about that subject matter again, please prepare. Even if there are going to be several speakers about the same topic, please prepare. You see, many people make this mistake of, several people are going to talk about it. This is an opportunity for you to stand out. Come up from an unexpected angle. Come up from a point that nobody is expecting at all. This shows that you are really, really prepared. Let me share an experience with you. When I was wrapping up my youth service, that was when coronavirus just broke out. Okay, so the corpus liaison officer, the CLO, walked up to me and told me that I would be giving a speech at the end of the CDS, something like a sensitization at the end of the CDS. So I had limited time to prepare. Guess what? I only heard about coronavirus that same day. I heard of it, I didn't have any information about it, but I had a very short time to prepare. So I went to do my research, Google of course. So I didn't stay there because I believe that lots of people must have heard about coronavirus, and whatever I would say should be different, much more than they already knew. So I did something. Then Ebola virus broke out again in Kano State. Okay, so Ebola and Corona were both viral diseases. So I made my findings about Ebola virus. I compared it with coronavirus, and I gave a superb speech. Now, even though you've heard about coronavirus, you definitely haven't heard about the link that I formed between coronavirus and Ebola virus. I gave a lot of statistics, I gave a lot of examples, and people participated, asked questions, gave contributions. It was a successful event, and I had a very short time to prepare. So the timing should never be the problem. Prepare, even if it is something you're familiar with. Prepare, even if it's something that you have done over and over again. Please prepare. Unpreparedness will definitely undermine your credibility. Now, some people fall victims of this. You were just told that the event is not something that demands too much. Just come up with something. You'll be talking for about 20 minutes, let's say 15 to 20 minutes, not so much. Listen, even if you'll be speaking for 5 minutes, prepare. And then you feel, okay, because the organizer said just 15 minutes, and then you prepare shabbily. On getting to the event venue, you see a lot of people. You see a grand stage. You see that it has been projected live. You see a projector. You see drone cameras. And then, you are bound to get nervous because you did not see that coming. Prepared to just do 10-15 minutes thing. Now, who's going to be embarrassed? The event planner or the speaker whose credibility will be undermined? Unpreparedness is a very strong cause of nervousness. Unpreparedness can make you so anxious that you make a fool of yourself before an audience. So those are the three main root causes of nervousness. I told you there are several others, but these three are prevalent. So I've come to the end of the causes of nervousness, and in the next video I am going to be talking about the solutions, how to manage nervousness, okay, how to overcome nervousness. I told you that managing it is overcoming it, okay? So how to overcome nervousness is what we're going to do in the next video. Tap on the notification bell so you won't miss it when it comes up. Alright, I believe you've learned quite a lot in today's video. Let me get reactions from you in the comment section. You can ask questions and I'll be glad to respond. If you want to connect with me or share personal concerns about your communication challenges, you can send me a direct message on Instagram or WhatsApp, or you can send me an email. I'll be glad to respond to you. So thank you for your time and attention. I am Coach Deb of the Communications Hub. Until I see you again, keep learning. Bye.